If you've ever shopped for a new home, you've probably noticed that it's really easy to go online today and find homes that you're interested in. So if you're looking here in Phoenix, you might be looking on phoenixhomesandhotspots.com. You find and favorite a great home, but now that's just step one. Step two is we have to figure out what does the community look like and where are the top hotspots that surround that to make up the lifestyle. Well, by popular demand today, I'm going to talk about living in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale, I'm going to tell you where the best restaurants are, where's the best shopping, how far is it from the communities that you're interested in. Let's get it. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Todd Hall, founder of Phoenix Homes and Hotspots, right here in beautiful sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. If it's your first time visiting the #1 real estate resource here in the state of Arizona, and you want to know everything there is to know about the beautiful homes, the great communities, and the top hotspots that surround them, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, then smash that bell, and we're going to notify you every time we create a new great video. Now, we're constantly getting phone calls, emails, and texts from new clients from all over the world requesting more Scottsdale and Phoenix metro area information, as well as Scottsdale Neighborhoods tours and homes tours. So if you're moving to Scottsdale, Arizona, or thinking about moving to Scottsdale, all you have to do is pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we're going to be happy to give you the keys to our city. So you want to know where the best shopping and restaurants are here in the state of Arizona? They're right here in Scottsdale. This is a city that's 31 miles long, north to south, and 11 miles wide. So it's a very spread out city with over 800 restaurants and 2,500 luxury retailers, boutiques, and shopping malls. Scottsdale really is the epicenter of shopping and restaurants. Now, a lot of that is right here where I stand right now in Old Town Scottsdale, also referred to as South Scottsdale or Downtown Scottsdale. Here there are over 120 restaurants and a lot of great local culinary experiences down here with some of the top renowned chefs that are here locally are right here in this area. So there's a good chance you're going to want to make your way down here. If you live in Old Town Scottsdale, it's right at your fingertips. If you're in Midtown Scottsdale, it's just a short drive down Scottsdale Road. If you're all the way to the furthest point north in North Scottsdale, it may take you 45 minutes, but I'll tell you it's well worth it. Not just for the restaurants, but you have the largest shopping mall in the state of Arizona here in Old Town. You have streets lined with boutiques, gift shops. So really there's just amazing shopping and restaurants, and a good majority of it is right here in Old Town. Now, I'm not going to go any deeper into Old Town right now because I shot an entire video showing you not only the communities down here, but as also some of the great spots where you're going to find your restaurants and shopping. So you can check that out if you click the link above me right now. You could check that video out. But again, if you're if you're moving to Arizona and you want to be close to everything, you want to be right in the epicenter, Old Town Scottsdale really epitomizes everything that that hot spots in Arizona have to offer. Now, just to the south of Old Town Scottsdale, you'll find the open air shopping mall area of Tempe Marketplace. This is a really cool district. It sits just minutes, probably depending on where you're at in South Scottsdale, 5 to 10 minute drive down into the Tempe Marketplace. Here you're going to find shopping and restaurants galore. Inside of this district, you have places like Barnes & Noble bookstore. You have places to get your hair and nails done. You have the Harkins movie theater, which is a local movie theater, my favorite theater here in Arizona. Of course, you have apparel, you have Target, and all kinds of great shopping. Now, there's also a food court where you're going to find fast food. It's all sits right next to the movie theater, so you're going to find some fast food there. You're also going to find some sit-down restaurants, as well as ice cream and some other things there. So again, really cool shopping district. Some great restaurants here in the vicinity of Tempe Marketplace as well. So for those of you that live somewhere between Old Town Scottsdale and maybe maybe central or mid Scottsdale, this area will be in play for you and very easy to get down here to the marketplace, Tempe Marketplace, to do your shopping and some of your dining as well. Okay, staying to the south of Old Town and South Scottsdale, and just to the west of Tempe Marketplace is Mill Avenue here at Arizona State University. Now, not an area known necessarily for its great shopping, however, an area with a very vibrant bar and restaurant scene, since we're right down here with the college students. So if you like to party with the college students, Mill Avenue on Friday, Saturday night is the place to be. And again, a lot of great restaurants, also a theater right up the street, so a lot to do here in Tempe. Again, we're just south of Old Town Scottsdale, and again, if you live in Old Town Scottsdale or somewhere mid to central Scottsdale, this area once again is going to be very much in play for you. All right, so moving just to the west of Old Town Scottsdale, straight down Camelback Road is two different areas that you may have an interest in. One is called Biltmore, the other is called Arcadia. Now, as you're driving from Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall down Camelback Road to the 51 freeway, you're going to pass 12 of some of the best locally owned restaurants you'll find anywhere in the state of Arizona. So this is a great district, a great area to find amazing food here in the valley. Now, at the Biltmore, you're also going to find a shopping mall. It's another one of these open outdoor shopping malls. Has a little bit more of a high-end feel. Nice thing when you're shopping there is it has more of a shaded feel as well. So in these hot summer months, it is shaded. But again, high-end feel. To be perfectly honest, if you're living in Scottsdale, chances are you're probably not shopping in the Biltmore because you have so many great shopping options in Scottsdale itself. However, again, likely that you're going to find your way over here frequently, especially if you live in Old Town to Midtown Scottsdale, that you're going to find your way over here to eat. And then same thing with Arcadia. Probably not going to come over here to shop, but lots of amazing locally owned restaurants, all different types of food you're going to find up and down Camelback Road from, like I mentioned before, from the Scottsdale Mall, the Fashion Square Mall, all the way to the 51. This is an amazing corridor. By the way, for living, if Scottsdale is not an option for you for whatever reason, you might want to check out Arcadia and or Biltmore, because both have just an amazing environment for a living environment as well. All right, so now we're moving north up Scottsdale Road, leaving Old Town Scottsdale, heading towards North Scottsdale, but I've made a stop here at the Shops at Gainey Ranch. And in this area, this is Central Scottsdale, and in this area, what you're gonna find, the two communities that really feed this area, the two main communities that most people know about anyway, are Gainey Ranch and McCormick Ranch. Now, if you live in this central corridor area, the great thing is that you have not only the shops right here, which this isn't a huge shopping complex, you have a Sprouts, you have restaurants, you have a little bit of shopping, but you're very centrally located. So you can, in 5-6 minutes, you can get down into the Old Town Scottsdale area that we just discussed, or in 5 to 10 minutes, you can get up into Kierland, Scottsdale Quarter area that we're about to discuss. So again, the central location is really the perk here. There is a little bit of shopping, there is some dining, but for many of you, you're going to feed into either Old Town Scottsdale or up further into North Scottsdale, or both, because it's all at your fingertips. All right, so we continue to move north up Scottsdale Road, and we're now in what many could refer to as North Scottsdale. I call this kind of the North Central Scottsdale area because we're still south of the 101 freeway by a little over a mile to 2 miles. As we move north of the 101, that's where I start to consider that North Scottsdale. Either way, we're further north. We're here right now in Scottsdale Quarter. This is a open air shopping district. It was established as a newer shopping district, established March of 2009. Over 80 retailers here in this shopping center, as well as 15 plus restaurants. So really great, beautiful area, feels really new and clean. Now, across the street, by the way, we're at the corner of Scottsdale Road and Greenway Parkway, and just across the street to the west is Kierland Commons. Kierland Commons is is not old, but older than Scottsdale Quarter. It's more established. There you have another 70 plus retailers and restaurants. Some of the top brands in retail are between Scottsdale Quarter and Kierland Commons, and some really great restaurants. Again, a few chain restaurants, but a lot of local concepts here in the Kierland Commons and Scottsdale Quarter area. Now, as far as those that might want to access this area, if you live in North Scottsdale, if you're all the way up in, say, Desert Mountain in North Scottsdale, which is about as far as you can get north, where you still have great communities up there, you're probably still looking at 35 to 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, depending on traffic, to get down into this area. And if you're coming from South Scottsdale, you're just 10 to 15 minutes up the road. So really centrally located, beautiful shopping district. So this is one of the areas that, regardless of where you live in Scottsdale, you're probably going to have decent access to this area, and you're going to spend some time here. All right, so I'm now here in Scottsdale, right off of the 101 and Scottsdale Road. In fact, I'm at the corner of Scottsdale and Mayo. This shopping district that's in front of me is called Scottsdale 101. Nothing really spectacular about it. It's just a kind of a strip mall with some restaurants outside. And then across the street here, there's some more shops and furniture stores and some different things, Whole Foods and some stuff over there. So nothing overly spectacular, but I thought this was a good place to stop to let give you some orientation with where we are. So right now we're about 11 miles north of Fashion Square Mall. We're in North Scottsdale. As we cross the 101, that would be what I would personally consider the North Scottsdale area. So we're right there. Now, as we've come up Scottsdale Road, there have been a lot of there's a lot of shopping and restaurants that we passed. They just can't stop and shoot all of that. But just know that up and down Scottsdale Road, it's just lined with restaurants and shopping. Just south of us, from where we are right now here at Scottsdale 101, there's a bunch of auto dealers. Just past that, you have a string of furniture stores. But again, just on all these major street corners, you have restaurants, shopping. So there's been shopping all along the way. Now, as we get further north, you're gonna find that it gets a little bit more barren. A little bit feels a little bit more rural and a little bit more quiet. If you've watched my other videos, you've heard me talk about that. So there's not going to be as much. So there's not going to be as much shopping and restaurants up in that area. So for those of you that choose to live in North Scottsdale, north of the 101, especially as you get up 10, 15 miles and 20, 25 minutes, you're going, it's going to be a little bit further drive to get down into this main epicenter, but well worth it. Now, there's going to be some stuff up there for you as well, so we'll cover that here shortly. But just wanted to give you a little bit of an orientation. Again, this is Scottsdale 101. I'm right off of the 101 and Scottsdale Road. Next, we're going to head up and talk about some of the shopping that's going to be a little bit more easily accessible for those of you that live in North Scottsdale. All right, so we're now in North Scottsdale, which for me means north of the 101 freeway. We've gone east. We're off of Scottsdale Road now, and we're on Pima Road. And as you go a couple miles just north of the 101 on Pima Road, you run into the DC Marketplace. Now, for many of you in North Scottsdale, this is going to be one of the areas that you're going to spend a lot of time in if you're looking for a variety of restaurants without having to go all the way down to Scottsdale Road or into Old Town Scottsdale. Here you have, well, first of all, you have your Safeway store. You have, as far as shopping, there's not a lot of shopping here. You do have some jewelry stores, rug stores, boutique type of stores here. But again, this is an area that if you like really nice restaurants, there's some great variety. So you have Fleming's Steakhouse as an example. You have the Living Room, which is a really cool wine bar. You have Jalapeno Inferno. You have a really good breakfast spot here. You have a cigar bar, a whiskey bar. So again, small area, but really cool spot if you're just looking for some hot spots without going all the way into, kind of into that central area that we've talked about south of the 101 freeway off of Scottsdale Road and then all the way into Old Town Scottsdale. Now, for those of you that oh, by the way, so DC Ranch, or DC Marketplace, you have DC Ranch right here and Greyhawk right here. So those are two communities that if you live in those two communities, this is right in your backyard. Also, if you live in any of the Troon communities, which are a little bit further north from here, a few miles north, Troon, including Troon North, Estancia, Desert Mountain, or Desert Highlands. This is going to be an area where you're probably going to grocery shop and also come down for the restaurants. Now, if you live further north, some communities like Desert Mountain, Terra Vita, the Boulders, some of those communities further north, 10, 15 minutes further north, you may come down into this area as well. You may go down Scottsdale Road, but we're not going to go up to Carefree and Cave Creek today, but you're going to find a lot of restaurants and some shopping up in Carefree and Cave Creek, which will be just a little bit west of your communities up there all the way to the north. So those are some of the areas that you might feed into if you don't want to come all the way down into this central corridor. Now, I have one more kind of a hot spot, if you will, that a lot of people in Scottsdale don't think of because it's not an actual Scottsdale address, but there's one more great shopping restaurant community that we're going to discuss, and we're going to do that here in just a minute. So last but not least, an area that most Scottsdale residents don't think about is the Desert Ridge Marketplace. Now, the Desert Ridge Marketplace is right off the 101 freeway. It's about 3 miles west of Scottsdale Road. If you liked what I showed you earlier with the Tempe Marketplace, but you don't want to go all the way south, the Desert Ridge Marketplace is a great spot for you because the layout is almost the same. It's an open air shopping mall. It has similar restaurants, similar shops, 101 different retail stores and restaurants here to choose from. And again, if you're in North Scottsdale, it gives you another option for shopping without having to go all the way down to Tempe, which is another 25 minutes to the south of where we're at right now. So the Desert Ridge Marketplace, again, some of the places here, you actually have a comedy club right next to me here, Copper Blues Live. You have other entertainment like Dave & Buster's for the kids. You have the Target store right outside. You have stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, and then inside the store here you have Barnes & Noble. You have an AMC movie theater, not Harkins here like it was in Tempe Marketplace, but you have an AMC movie theater here surrounded by a bunch of restaurants and ice cream places. So again, very similar feel to the Tempe Marketplace. If you liked that without having to go down there, the Desert Ridge Marketplace is just as nice, if not nicer. It's a great option, again, for those of you that live kind of more towards the north of Scottsdale, whether it's around the 101 freeway or if you're all the way another 20-25 minutes north. This is a good destination for you. So hopefully that helped you determine what areas of Scottsdale or other parts of the Phoenix Metro you may want to live in. We get this question a lot. Where's the best shopping? Where are the best restaurants? So that's why we created this particular video. Now, we create a lot of other great videos to help you determine where you might want to live, not only in Scottsdale, Arizona, but also in the Phoenix Metro. So if you haven't already, do be sure that you subscribe to our channel right now, smash that bell. That way we'll notify you every time a new video comes out. Now, be sure also if you want to come into town, if you're from out of town, or even if you're moving across town, you want some area tours, you want to check out some of our favorite local hotspots, communities, or just want to go out and check out homes, do be sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and that way we can accommodate you and we can give you the keys to our city so you know everything that there is to know before making that really important decision to move to Scottsdale. Now you can check out some of our other popular videos right here.